We are joined by Rajeev Vijay, who is the ED of Government and Infrastructure Advisory Services of Knight Frank, joining us now. Rajeev, hi, a very good afternoon to you, and thank you so much for taking out the time. My first question to you, I understand that you cover the infrastructure space more, but since we are talking about this Karnataka move of increasing the stamp duty, your first reading on this and how will it impact the real estate in that particular state?
Good afternoon. Thanks for inviting me. From our perspective, and we have seen it playing in the other markets, it's a very notional change. It will not have any material impact on the home buyer's decision. We have seen this being introduced in other cities, particularly Mumbai, about 3 years ago. And we still continue to see very strong growth in Mumbai market. And we believe that Bangalore being central to Karnataka will also have very little impact on this.
And though very little impact, as you mentioned, Rajeev, but just want to understand, will it be more towards the affordable segments as compared to where the luxury segment stands? Because if ideally somebody is spending, crores of rupees when it comes to luxury housing, they wouldn't mind paying a tad bit of more stamp duty. Is that reading correct?
Yeah, that's correct. But as of now, as we have seen over the last few years, it is the mid segment and of premium segment that have kind of seen tremendous growth. Affordable housing, for some reasons, has shown a kind of degrowth over the last 1 year. So yes, importantly for them, it might make an impact. But when we look at the overall objective of the government of Karnataka to increase the revenues, I think it will largely depend on the growth of the market. The growth in the affordable segment versus the growth in luxury segment or mid segment. So overall, it should not lead to any decrease in property registrations.
Okay, Rajeev, when it comes to your report of Beyond the Runway, I was just looking at it, and you mentioned one thing that stood out for me at least was that the Mumbai and Delhi air traffic is now at par with something like a Heathrow. What is the kind of reading there? How is tourism picking up, and what is exactly happening there?
So what we are seeing here is that the per capita spend. So as you understand, in an airports business, which are a large integrated ecosystem of not only the trade and logistic gateway of airports, but the whole economic system where you have offices, hotels, and other economic activities. Within this place, non-aero revenues form a significant part of the total revenues, through which actually we see a lot of PPP players improving their viability of the projects. So both Delhi and Mumbai, as of now, have more than 50% of their revenues coming from, of the total revenues coming from non-aero. And most of it is driven through the revenues that they get out of passengers, they get out of the monetization that they do through land assets or cargo or advertising or parking. So what we've seen that per capita spend in India, if you convert it into a PPP parity terms, the per capita spend in Mumbai and Delhi is as good as what you see in developed countries like Korea or London airport.
Okay, and in terms of the air passenger traffic outlook, that combined with the new aerocities that are being built in, how are you viewing that, and how does that unlock more potential revenues going ahead?
So as of now, broadly, we feel that at this point in India, the airports in India are generating about 1.5 billion US dollars in terms of non-aero revenues. And with passenger traffic going from currently about 400 odd million to about 600 million by 2030, we expect these non-aero revenues to double up from here. And large part of it obviously would come from larger airports and the airports which are in PPP play, because there the developer has the full experience and background to attract these big players to come and set up their shops and establishments within the airport environment. And we feel that this is a very strong component of an airport activity which should be encouraged by the government by giving them ample avenues for land and everything which can be used to improve the viability of the airports.
Okay, Rajeev, thank you so much for giving us those insights and, of course, taking out the time and speaking with us at NDTV Profit.
Thank you so much.